Hey, hey, it's Berta J, and you're back in my kitchen with me today to make something you might not have ever heard of, a kale sandwich. Let's get started. First, you're gonna take some kale, and I kept it nice and crisp by putting it in the cold water, something I taught you in how to keep greens. After you've got your greens all washed, you're gonna take the leaves. And there's a stripping method that I've learned with kale. I used to cut it, but now what you do, take off these little ones, get yourself something to grab a hold, and you just pull it. And that's what you end up with. Drop it in here. You've got all the pieces to be steamed, and it looks like a lot of kale. Put all your leaves into your steamer basket and then steam it 4 to 5 minutes. Okay? While your kale is cooking, steaming, you can mix up this little sauce slurry to put on the kale before you assemble the sandwich. And what you use is 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, a smidgen of mustard powder, and a dash of granulated garlic or garlic powder. Just a dash. Put that in there. And then you're going to beat it well. Get it all mixed up. Doesn't look like much, but it will flavor your kale very nicely. What you're thinking about with this kale sandwich is if you can think of a deli sandwich, if you can really get your imagination in your head around it. Instead of doing turkey from the deli or ham or bologna, you're going to do, because you're a vegan or you're eating vegan, or you want to do a replacement for meat for this particular meal, you can use kale, and it's like a deli sandwich. Okay, so we wait for it to finish steaming, and then I'll bring everything out and assemble it. It's all done. I'm just bringing it back after 5 minutes, and all that pile of kale wilted down to this. Now what you do is you take this little bit of a slurry with the lemon juice, and you just pour it over, okay? And then just mix it up. If you want to add a little salt, you can, but I think this is enough. These are warm and they're lemony. They taste good. But what you do now is you put a lid on this, unless you want to make the sandwich with warm kale, and you stick this in the refrigerator. Let it cool for about a half hour so that it's not warm at all. It's just kind of cool. Okay? Half hour, 15 minutes to a half an hour should be enough. I have already done that, and so here is what I'm going to use to construct the sandwich. Okay, I use 2 slices of Ezekiel bread, whatever kind you like. And on one side, you're going to put like your favorite mustard. The other side, I like to put like a little bit of my balsamic garlic dressing. There's a recipe on my channel for that. Keep in mind that these are my favorite dressings, toppings, additions on the plate. You can add whatever you want. I've done this sandwich several times, and I change it all the time. You can too. But just start with kale, an onion, just a Vidalia onion that I cut in half, and then took the semicircles and steamed them. So I'm going to put, these are cold now, and I'm just going to put some on here. And these are the many peppers that have gone in many dishes that I have, especially the Berta beans. They're small peppers and they're sweet. They're very good. So these are raw. Just cut them up. The yellow, orange, and red. They taste great on sandwiches. I have also made a sandwich with just onions and these mini peppers and some hummus. The hummus that's on my channel too, or your favorite hummus. I'm going to put on some shredded carrots first, because it won't fall over if I do that. And then put some tomatoes. These are just little cherry tomatoes. And then the last thing is a few greens. Now I know the kale is already on there. It's always nice to have greens, so I'm sticking on some more greens. Okay, let's go straight down the middle. Before I taste it, which I will, I want to tell you that in my cruciferous vegetables video, I found out that somewhere I read on the internet that you could cook radishes. That's what I roasted these, and they're really good. I like them. So these are roasted radishes. These are the batata slices. This is the roasted radishes. And these are the roasted Brussels sprouts. It's a lot to take a bite of, but it's really good. I know it's really good. I made it several times. These are my favorite combinations, but they don't have to necessarily be yours. And the last thing I wanted to share with you is that you don't have to use whole grain bread. Use whatever bread you've got. And if you want to put it in a pita pocket, cut it. It's a circle. Cut it around the circle. Flip it open and then just make your sandwich. Put the top back on. It's really good. So, there you have it. A kale sandwich. Now I was thinking about this for children. I don't know, if your children like kale, you may want to try it with them, but not so many different things. But anyway, this is it. This is all I have is this. I'm done with this kale sandwich, and I hope you give it a try. It's very delicious, and I think it's very filling. If you will just add a drink of some kind, either your favorite tea or maybe a glass of water, it would be really, really a full meal, like a really nice lunch, or you could even have it for dinner if you wanted to. Okay? So, until next time, bye for now.